Jungkook reportedly planning to step back from all BTS activities after military discharge. Is BIGHIT ready to face the truth, as millions of fans around the world count down to Jungkook's long-awaited return from mandatory military service? An unexpected storm brews behind the scenes. Just 1 month before his official discharge, rumors have erupted across industry circles that Jungkook is planning to step back from all BTS-related group activities. The reason? Alleged personal dissatisfaction, creative exhaustion, and a deepening rift with BIGHIT's vision for his future. What was meant to be a celebratory moment for armies across the globe has now turned into a cloud of uncertainty, sending shockwaves through social media and entertainment media outlets alike. The golden magne at a crossroads. Jungkook, often called the golden magne of BTS, has served diligently in the South Korean military since 2023. Over the past 17 months, he's been described by military personnel as disciplined, reserved, and emotionally mature, but according to several unnamed insiders close to the music industry and even within HYB, Jungkook's mindset has shifted drastically during his time in the army. His long periods of silence and isolation are said to have ignited a deep introspection, leading him to reconsider what he truly wants after BTS, one source stated. Jungkook's been reflecting on his life and identity outside of fame. He's no longer the teenager who debuted with BTS. He wants peace, authenticity, and space, not endless schedules and cameras. BIGHIT's alleged push for a full BTS comeback, following Jin and J-Hope's discharge, and with Jimin, V, RM, and Jungkook all expected to return within the next several months, BIGHIT has been preparing an explosive full-group comeback. However, insiders claim that Jungkook is the only member currently resisting the proposed plan. Reportedly, BIGHIT is aiming for a global world tour, a new full-length BTS album, and high-profile international appearances. But Jungkook, according to close sources, has privately voiced his desire for a personal hiatus, not just from BTS promotions, but from the K-pop industry altogether. A BIGHIT executive allegedly told a journalist. He's not refusing, but he's distant, silent. There's no clear commitment, and that worries us more than a flat-out no. Is this the end or a new beginning? The idea that Jungkook might take a break or even step away from BTS, whether temporarily or permanently, has divided fans and left the public stunned. Some believe he deserves rest and freedom after over a decade of relentless work and public pressure. Others fear that this might signal the beginning of BTS's quiet disbandment. One tweet that went viral read, "If Jungkook doesn't return to BTS, the soul of the group will be missing. But if he's suffering in silence, we should let him go. Let him live." Jimin's role, the quiet mediator. Interestingly, Jimin, known for his close friendship with Jungkook, has reportedly been trying to support him through this emotional process. Sources from inside the military describe multiple moments where Jimin was seen speaking with Jungkook in private, sometimes for hours late at night. While Jimin himself has not made any public comment, fans speculate that he might be playing the role of a silent mediator, helping Jungkook navigate the pressure from BIGHIT and the expectations of fans. A fellow soldier even noted. Jimin looked proud when he received his military honor, but when Jungkook walked past after a difficult meeting with officers, Jimin followed him immediately, like a brother making sure the other was okay. HYB and BIGHIT stay silent. As speculation spreads like wildfire, HYB and BIGHIT have made no official statement regarding Jungkook's post-military activities or his alleged withdrawal. The silence from HYB and BIGHIT has only fueled the wildfire of speculation. While neither agency has confirmed nor denied the rumors, industry insiders say that executives are quietly scrambling behind closed doors. According to one source with direct knowledge of the situation, there's a serious emergency meeting being held this week. No one wants this story to be front-page news when Jungkook walks off base. Yet, even if BIGHIT tries to contain the fallout, social media chatter has already created an echo chamber of doubt and fear. Some armies have formed grassroots campaigns under hashtags like #LetJK and #GoldenMagneFreedom, urging supporters to respect Jungkook's well-being and choices. At the same time, more skeptical fans have launched the counter-campaign #BringBackJK, demanding a firm commitment from the idol. Polls on fan forums show an almost even split. Roughly half believe Jungkook owes BTS one more epic chapter, while the other half insist he deserves to chart his own path, away from the relentless K-pop cycle. But what happens if Jungkook truly opts out? Legal experts point out that BTS's contracts with BIGHIT stipulate group activities for a minimum of X years, with steep penalties for unilateral withdrawal. One entertainment lawyer warns, if Jungkook invokes a moral rights clause, claiming creative exhaustion or mental health concerns. He could negotiate a buyout or a temporary hiatus. But it won't be easy, and it certainly won't be quick. Such a showdown would not only threaten the group's comeback plans, but could also expose fissures in the traditional idol management model. Meanwhile, whispers of a potential solo renaissance have started to circulate. Industry veterans note that Jungkook's last solo single shattered streaming records, and collaborations with Western artists were already in early discussion before he enlisted. Could he pivot to a J-pop or even a Western pop career? One A&R executive mused, "If any member could pull off a successful solo pivot, it's Jungkook. His global brand is already unmatched. But would BIGHIT allow it? And at what cost to BTS's legacy?" As fans brace for the bombshell, mental health advocates have stepped in to remind everyone that behind the superstar persona is a young man who has spent his entire adult life in the public eye. Organizations like Musicians' Minds have issued statements urging agencies to prioritize artist welfare over profit. A spokesperson commented, "We hope this moment becomes a turning point for how the K-pop industry supports its performers, not just when they're at their peak, but when they need to rest and heal." With less than a month until discharge, the clock is ticking, not just for Jungkook's military term, but for the future of BTS as a group. Will we witness a triumphant reunion on stage, or will Jungkook stand at the edge of a new beginning, ready to write the next chapter on his own terms? Only time will tell. Stay tuned and let us know. What do you think is next for the Golden Magne? Comment below, hit like if you believe in letting him choose his own path, and subscribe for the latest updates, because in this story, every hour could bring a seismic shift. Behind the velvet ropes of BIGHIT's gleaming headquarters, department heads are said to be drawing up multiple contingency plans, everything from a truncated group comeback without Jungkook to an all-solo, member-by-member lineup of releases designed to salvage revenue. One insider reveals they're even entertaining the idea of a 7-year run finale tour, advertised as a celebration rather than a goodbye. But that feels like a band-aid on a broken leg. Meanwhile, legal counsel is reportedly reviewing precedent cases to determine whether the agency can enforce the remaining term of Jungkook's contract or must concede to his personal plea. Across the Pacific, select Western collaborators quietly paused ongoing negotiations, uncertain whether the chart-topping tracks they'd begun to craft with Jungkook will ever see the light of day. A US pop producer confided, "If this goes through, it could set a new industry standard. Labels might start backpedaling on long-term idol deals, offering more built-in breaks for mental health." Yet such an evolution hinges on Jungkook himself, and so far all we have are rumors and a few fleeting witness accounts of a contemplative soldier on the base grounds, headphones on, eyes closed as if rehearsing a new life. Back in Korea, J-Hope and V are reportedly on standby, ready to step in for press duties or to lead surprise performances, just in case. Jimin, known for his calm diplomacy, has quietly reached out to former managers and even non-entertainment mentors, seeking advice on how to maintain unity if one member steps aside. Those close to him say he's fabricating an air of lighthearted confidence, but late-night phone calls suggest he's grappling with the very real fear that BTS may never be the same. Perhaps the most poignant reactions have come from fans organizing offline flash mobs at Gwanghwamun Plaza. Armed with banners reading, "Always our Magne" and "Harmony over hype," they've vowed to welcome Jungkook home with open hearts, regardless of his decision. One 16-year-old fan from Jakarta, attending her first ever gathering, tearfully told journalists, "I don't know if they'll sing Dynamite again, but I know my support remains." Their unwavering loyalty highlights a simple truth. BTS's power extends far beyond contracts and stage lights. With just weeks remaining, every new rumor sends tremors through the fandom. Will Jungkook emerge from his final roll call and step onto a glittering stage, microphone in hand, to declare, "I'm back"? Or will he bypass the spotlight entirely, choosing instead the quiet of a personal sanctuary, leaving empty space where his golden presence once shone? One thing is certain, when that moment arrives, it will redefine not just the trajectory of one idol, but the future of an entire generation of K-pop.